There we go.
Hey there, I'm Jo Pronger-Boone, and I publish using my maiden name, Jo Pronger-Falkner. I'm here today with Greta Trefalt to talk about our book collaboration called Absolute Vision, which was released in December 2022. Welcome, Greta.
Thank you for asking me and to come and to join, and I'm really, really excited to be with you.
Awesome. So this is the second book collaboration in the Absolute series, and I'm thrilled with the stories that we have in this book. We have 21 authors in Absolute Vision, Greta, me, and 19 other amazing men and women from 6 countries around the world. Our authors are from Canada, the United States, coast to coast, South Africa, Nicaragua, Bulgaria, and Greta lives in the United Kingdom, but is originally from the former Yugoslavia. The majority of us have only ever met online, connecting through the power of social media, and we've teamed up to share our motivational, personal, true stories of achieving our vision and intentionally creating an extraordinary life against all odds. The rankings we've hit on Amazon have been incredible. This book has only been out for about 9 weeks now, and we have racked up 57 #1 rankings on Amazon. It's been such an exciting experience for our authors. We have ranked as #1 bestseller in 12 categories in Canada and the US, and #1 new release in 45 categories in Canada, the US, and the Netherlands. We've also earned 3 orange Amazon bestseller badges, which are really hard to get. Now, many of the men and women in this book have never published anything before and can now call themselves international best-selling authors. Not only that, but Absolute Vision was created as an epic fundraiser. 100% of the profits from the author entry fees to be in the book and 100% of the royalties from the Amazon sales are going towards a project my husband Mike and I are doing. We're building a house for a family in Nicaragua who didn't have a home of their own. We actually went to Nicaragua in January of 2022 to break ground on this life-changing project. And as of right now, 1 year later, the house is about 2/3 completed. This book is self-published and self-promoted by all of our authors, not done through a traditional publisher and not using any paid advertising. It's been an organic grassroots effort by each of us, which makes what we've done with it so far all the more amazing. The reviews that have started to come in say that readers couldn't put it down. This book is such a great read. The stories demonstrate absolutely astounding vision. They are incredibly inspiring, full of hope, and they show how to achieve in light of challenges. Those are all direct quotes from the reviews on Amazon. Greta's chapter is called My Greatest Vision, Chapter 4 in Absolute Vision. Thank you for joining me today, Greta.
Oh, thank you for having me. I mean, it really warms my soul when you read all this and when you have all these words. It's like, really, am I part of that? But yeah, it sounds like somebody who, yeah, I'm really pleased that it's me.
It is you.
Yeah.
Yes, you're definitely part of it. So can you tell everyone a little bit about you and what your chapter in Absolute Vision is about?
Little bit about me. I'm very persistent of saying that I'm from Yugoslavia because I was born in Yugoslavia. Just because Yugoslavia does not exist currently, I'm still born. I was still born in Yugoslavia. Now there are 7 countries, and yeah, geographically I won't go to that, but this is where I was from. And then few odds happened, like a war and civil war and bombing. And this is what was kind of normal. It's not normal, something like this, to be normal when you're growing up. But yeah, what does not break you make you stronger. So this is where I'm from. I'm from the country where what does not break you make you stronger. And that's about it. And everything else that you get in life, it's you don't take for granted. You just say thank you, and you're very, very grateful that you have while you have. Yeah.
Amazing.
Where I'm from.
Yeah. So your chapter starts when you're just a little girl. I love how your vision has just been with you your entire life.
I really have insights that was unfinished business for my previous life, because it's very rare that somebody just just get to this world and say straight away, okay, what you want to be, and without any kind of doubt. I mean, I know that everybody around me was saying, yeah, this is just like every girl dream, and yeah, of course it will pass, of course it will not last for long, but it never did. It never did, and it was like everlasting. And I actually still have a dream to go again back to the stage. Yeah, it's again, like when you have beautiful ice cream and forever it's your favorite ice cream. Doesn't matter if you're 3 or 103, it's still your favorite ice cream or candy or whatever it is working for you. So it's like, no, it's always kind of burning desire. And yeah, I was ready to do anything and everything for that. Yeah.
Amazing. So when you first found out about this collaboration, what made you decide to join in?
The first things, what it was idea that we will do something greater for somebody else. Because I was just thinking, if anybody was helping while I was in situation when I was growing up, and we did have a help, we did have somebody from UN, we had some people, it's every little help when you are in unprivileged situation, it does mean a lot. So that was number one thing for me. It was like, wow, that's really good. And the second one, I was at the time in some mastermind group with Jack Canfield, and he was just writing kind of things like, what do you want? And mine was like, oh, I want to publish a book. And then it was not a joke anymore. It was like, okay, it's going to happen. And I'm like, really? Okay. You need to be, honey, a little bit more careful what you're writing about these pages, because, okay, here it is. So grateful that actually that year it did happen first time for me. It's like, I just say I would like to do that, and it was clicking like left and right hand. Good purpose, good story, you in the middle. Yeah, that's it.
I love that. And it's so true that when you start writing down your goals or what you want, somehow things just start to come, fall into line, right? I just love that.
Yes, it was. I remember, I still think I have somewhere that paper. It was like, look, that's it. It was just like, I didn't have any kind of question where, how, why. It was just so genuine. It was so genuine. It was so from the heart, and it was so without doubt. Pure, very, very pure kind of alignment. And that's why it came so easily, dare I say, but effortlessly. It's a word, I think, rather than easy. Effortlessly.
Very
and
cool.
Aligned. Yep.
Absolutely. So writing seems to bring out different experiences for different people. How did you find the writing experience to be? Was it easy and straightforward, or more difficult than you'd imagined? And did anything surprise you about writing your chapter?
I'm forever grateful that I had that kind of experience. Now, being from a ballet world, you express yourself with a movement. So I never imagined that I would express myself with the words. That's unknown to me. I know how to dance something, I know how to choreograph something, I know how to make things in the space, but not on the paper. Yeah, so that was, but then when I started to kind of think of that, I started to find a new choreography in my head. It was more choreography than words. I would see a dance in my head from the story, and then I would write. So it was very,
that is
very
so
different.
Cool. I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I had a very, very good friend who was, his name is Byron. He helped me with kind of words to put in a shape and form, because after all, English, it's not my first language, that's number one. And what makes sense to me does not necessarily make sense when I put on the paper. So kind of lecture in that kind of sense, I'm forever grateful for that. But the other thing is that it was channeling. So same how I had kind of dance channeling, it was channeling with the words kind of choreographic way through my fingers. So yeah, I'm very hooked to have another one.
Amazing. So based on this experience, do you think you'll want to write your own full book in the future or be in another collaboration at some point?
Both. I would love to do another collaboration, and I would love to write a book. Many years before we actually met, I had my kind of passion secret. It's cooking. So I always wanted, and I always want to have my cookbook. And when I was in Bali, I was with a girl who likes to draw. So we were saying like, the book would call Soups and Scarves, because for each soup that I like to make, it would be a scarf around the bowl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was some kind. So this is still kind of hanging of the things like soup and soups and scarves as one thing, but the other one that I know it is a really commitment of the, not only at times, emotions as well. Because when I was writing a book, I really needed to be in that time when that happened. That was not easy, I have to admit. Because through your body, you need to pass once again like that happened to you that time when you're writing. So that was the hardest thing.
So true. Because yeah, to take the reader along on that journey with you, you know, you want the readers to be feeling emotion as they're reading your story. So you do kind of have to go back into that time and really process what, you know, what emotions were you feeling back then. And so often we just want to kind of like suppress what we're feeling and just, you know, forget about it and move on with our lives. And yeah, to write about it, you're so right that, you know, it really can be difficult to go back and relive those emotions just to get them out on paper.
Yeah, so that's why that collaboration of freedom and faith, I'm just kind of like, I can be like a first one to go on both of the subjects. I mean, freedom in any kind of shape or form, because you know that I was growing up, where I was growing up, faith as well. I mean, these two subjects, they can go very close to me, but also emotionally, that could be like draining. Because you wouldn't, or I would need to go back to that emotions, which they're not pleasant. It's not pleasant. You can't just write about something that somehow happened to you. No, you have to be there 100%, and then people, they will feel that. Yeah,
for sure. So what is your top piece of advice for someone who might be thinking that they want to become a published author?
Oh, if they have a chance to come across with you, I would encourage them 100%. It was the most wonderful experience that they have, and you're so wonderful and encouraging as well, gentle as well. And it's nearly, I felt like my mom was holding my hand. in a sense, because you do need that baby steps. I mean, without you, it would be impossible. So if somebody is like a first time, it's like, you're the best person who I can say go. And
thank you. And I really do love working with first time authors because, you know, it's a scary process, right? You're not sure, you don't know what to expect. And I love being able to take people through that journey and then have such a really amazing product at the end of it where we can, you know, it's a best-selling book. Everybody's excited, right? So yes, I've enjoyed working with you and I've enjoyed working with all of the other authors as well. So what is next for you? What are you doing now? And, you know, what's going to happen?
What I'm doing now? I'm in China. I had a crazy experience of being in China just when Corona started, when the rest of the world didn't have any idea what is going on. Yeah, so currently I'm just packing up my life that I left in 2020 in January when I went to Bali, and I never had a chance to return back because of all this. So it was kind of life on hold for 3 years. So I came back. I'm doing my unfinished business here, wrapping up my life here. And I hope I'm going to reward myself with a beautiful vacation in Thailand because it's close to it. So after I pack this, that would be the one. My heart is really into retreats. I would love how I survived these 3 years being completely sane, and didn't go insane completely. Yes, everybody got a little bit damaged, but I believe that what's happened to me in these 3 years, I get stronger. And I would like to share this with the world, by doing what I know the best to do, and what I found very important in this 3 years process, and this is meditation, yoga, Pilates, and movement. And I would like to do internationally retreats around the world. So
Wow, that sounds incredible.
2023, here we go. This is what is happening. Yeah.
Amazing. So for those who would love to connect with you, can you please share your website or social media handles or however else they can get in touch with you?
So I'm very old school, and my old school, it's my name and my surname at yahoo.com. So whoever know my name and my surname, this is how they can find me. Now, telephone number, Facebook, Instagram, not very often, but again, my website, it's my name, my surname.com.
Perfect.
Straightforward, not very complicated. There is nothing behind. Yeah, just my name and my surname. That's about it. Yeah,
that's easy. Greta, your story is so fitting for this book about vision. You knew at such a young age what you wanted to be and what you wanted to do with your life. And despite all the challenges that you dealt with along the way, you never gave up on achieving your vision and truly creating your extraordinary life against all odds. Thank you so much for writing this inspirational chapter. And thank you for taking the time to speak with me today.
Thank you very much. I mean, this really makes me super emotional again. It's because I just feel that I completed something that was very, very important in my life, and I can easily say, okay, now it's done, and it's not anymore mine. Now it's belongs to the world, not only to me.
Belongs to everyone. So true. I love that.
Thank you very much for having me. That was really super emotional. I mean, yeah, I couldn't fake this.
I love that. All right. Well, thanks again. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.